Welcome back, everybody, to Miami Dolphins High School Football Media Day. I'm here with members of the Southridge Spartans, and my first question is, I hear a lot of hype about the Spartans this year. Is this really the year the return of the Ridge is going to happen to a state championship level? Let me ask you guys one at a time. Tell us a little bit about why you think the expectation level is so high for your team this year.
I feel that the expectation levels are so high because we have a lot of D1 talent on our team. Not only that, is because I feel like we work hard in practice and we bonding as a team, and that's kind of what it takes to get to states.
How much do you guys know about that tradition that I talked about? Southridge in the 90s was a national championship caliber team. They won 2 state titles, but it's been a while. The last time they even played for a state championship was 1999. You guys were little babies when or even, I don't even know, maybe even born yet. Right, exactly. I mean, how much do you hear about that at the school when you go around the campus and you hear, like, people, does anybody even bring that up? Or, I mean, how excited are they that you could bring that back this year?
A lot of the teachers and administrators, they've been by the school. I've been at the school for a long time, so they like to bring it up, the topic of bringing the Reds back. And it's in the back of our head, we ready to bring it back, and
tell us about last season, because last season I think you guys set the foundation for what you're hoping to get done this season. You got close, you got into a tiebreaker in the district, you got to the playoffs, but saw a couple of your district rivals were able to stop you last year. What do you feel like gives you the edge this year? I mean, it seems like you got depth at every position, but tell us a little bit about that and just the way it's clicking right now for you.
From last year to this year, I feel like we got a better bond. We becoming a family. We got more discipline, and we got a little bit more talent on the field, like both ways on offense and defense. Like, just not me. You got Kawamba, you got Dede, you got Billy, you got Brandon, and on offense you got Kamor, you got Noodles, you got D, and a lot of guys.
It's about like 20, at least more than 20 guys that are like, at least like major D1 caliber just across the board, offense and defense. What about the coaching staff? Because Coach Roll has won state championships at 2 different schools. He's trying to become the first one to win at 3 different schools if everything goes well this year. What has he and his coaching staff brought to you guys over the last couple of years?
The coaching staff brought a lot. They brought the leadership along with them from the other teams that they've been at for the past few years. They brought a lot of discipline. They gave us game plans on how to do what we need to do, game days, and they go over a lot of off-the-field situations as if like school-wise, and they make sure you do what you got to do in building so you'll be able to be on the field.
How about some of the rest of the coaching staff? I know Coach Cooney's there with you guys now. Just what those guys have brought and just the message they're bringing to you about the tradition of winning and focusing on what you got to do to get it done.
it made the team to like a family. We all brothers. We all know each other. We gotta be one.
Let's go one by one. Tell us a little bit about the college situation for you right now. Like, where do you stand right now as far as like who's recruiting you, that kind of thing?
At this moment, I'm standing 100% with Syracuse because they've been recruiting me hard since day one. So that's just where I'm at.
Okay. What'd you like about them? Besides the fact they were obviously on you very early, what about the school at Syracuse do you like?
Academics. I love their academics and what I want to major in.
And what do you want to? Do you know already like what you want to?
Drama, acting, and producing.
Okay. Anybody in the family that's done that before, or what got you into that?
Kind of middle school, when I was in the 6th grade, they put me in a drama class, and that's kind of where it started from.
Okay. And for you?
I'm committed to FIU.
Okay. And what'd you like about the Panthers?
I like the engineering program, and it felt like home. It's close to home. I want to stay at home.
Okay. Well, I know they're bringing in a lot of good players from down here, so to be a part of the guys kind of down here, both all from South Florida. That's something kind of that played into it too. Maybe being part of that to kind of build the program back.
Bring the program back up.
Yeah. All right. How about for you?
I got a couple of schools, but my number 1 school is Florida, and my number 2 school is UM. I kind of like both because not just football wise, they taught to me a lot about being in school, class, and they show like every time I go there, they take me to what I want to major in, that's business.
Okay. And obviously going back to the football side of it, obviously the big rivalry there.
Yeah.
Ultimately, what else are you looking for? I guess like whether it's the Gators, UM, or anyone else. What's the biggest quality you're looking for that would have to be the one for you to commit to them?
Loyalty.
Loyalty overall. Okay. All right, guys. Well, like I said, congratulations, and you can catch the Southridge Spartans as they try to make it back to state and win their first state championship in over 20 years this season.